Tonight, forget American Idol. One contestant's dreams are already coming true before the end of the musical competition. Also, too young, too hot.
And also, it hurt really bad. Like, I could never have heat blowing on my face because it was so tender that it would, like, burn.
A local teen's warning about the dangers of getting hooked on meth. But first,
it looked like somebody had dumped some gas on the seat and lit the inside on fire. It's like the inside's totally gutted.
A family's dreams goes up in flames. A convicted arsonist is accused of going on a fiery rampage in an Oregon town. It's first on Fox. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kevin Kowari.
And I'm Hillary Hutchison. First on Fox, a convicted arsonist is in an Oregon jail tonight. Sheriff's deputies accuse Gary McDonald of setting half a dozen fires last night and early this morning in Albany. The worst of them destroyed a house, a shop, and several vehicles. KPTV's Jim Hyde is at the scene live tonight with more.
Well, Hillary, this house southeast of Albany is destroyed, and so is the shop out back and the truck and boat and motorhome parked inside it. The best that can be said about the destruction here is that no one was hurt. The owners are driving home tonight from Southern California. When Albany and Tangent firefighters responded to the alarm at 3 a.m. today, both buildings were burning fiercely. Earlier today, their investigators put the loss at $300,000 to $400,000. Officers accused this man, 38-year-old Gary McDonald, of setting the fire that destroyed the house and shop. 2 charges of arson so far. He's also being held on a parole violation from burglary and arson convictions in Washington in 2002.
Absolutely no clue.
Some of the victims of 6 other arson fires last night say they don't know Gary McDonald and can't comprehend why anyone would want to torch their property. Dan Abernathy's dad used to use this reliable 14-year-old pickup around the farm. Insurance won't fully replace it.
It's just liability.
The same for Paul Schultz's son's car, though damage was limited to the interior.
The car doesn't have a lot of value, but it doesn't take a lot to create a lot of damage. Time you replace a seat and get it clean and stuff, I mean, I could easily see $500–600 damage on a car like this, and it's about all the car's worth.
This tractor trailer loaded with cardboard was the first fire set about 11:30 last night. It was destroyed, but later fires at a bus and another home did little damage.
It's just amazing that, I mean, you're right there a few feet away, and, you know, farmers out here have dogs and guns, and I just don't understand somebody that was that brazen to, you know, go up to somebody's house.
Now, for Bruce Sherfy and his wife, it must be a long, sad ride home from Southern California for the retired couple. Gary McDonald, who is the man accused of burning down their house, will likely be in court before they return. Reporting live near Albany, Jim Hyde, the 10 o'clock news.
Well, Lynn County detectives say a man was killed this morning after forcing his way into someone's home. It happened around 4 o'clock this morning on Juniper Street in Lyons, Oregon. Deputies say the man got into the house and confronted the woman who lives there and her friend. The 3 got into some sort of a fight, and the intruder was shot and killed. Neighbors say the intruder is the woman's former boyfriend, and they say he's caused trouble for her and been in trouble with the law before as well.
He's asked about him, and that's it. He's had warrants out for his arrest.
Lynn County deputies have not yet released the names of the woman, her friend, or her ex-boyfriend who was shot. They've also made no arrests at this point. The trial for Alan Bates begins tomorrow. Police say Bates and 2 other suspects took part in a shooting in North Portland last February. The victim, Ladarius Davis, was shot several times but survived. Bates' trial is scheduled to start later next month.
A man accused of raping a 92-year-old woman is getting ready for his next court appearance. Robert Levenger is scheduled to face a judge in an Albany courtroom tomorrow morning. Police say the attack happened at the Cambridge Terrace Assisted Living community. Levenger and the alleged victim both lived there. Police arrested Levenger after a worker called detectives. Levenger faces several charges, including first-degree rape. A Portland man accused of molesting runaway boys will also face a judge tomorrow morning. Andrew Borland faces 6 counts of sex abuse. Police say he picked up runaway teen boys in places like Newburgh and Yamhill, then took them to his home in northeast Portland. Alleged victims told the court that Borland got them drunk, then fondled them while they were asleep. Police think there may be more victims who have not come forward.
Well, car theft and car break-ins are a big problem in the Portland metropolitan area, but tonight police tell us there's a tool not being used that could help. KPTV's Deborah Gill is live tonight in Southwest Portland with details. Deborah?
Police say every night hundreds of cars are stolen in Portland, but police say there is something that could be used that is not. Something as simple as a sticker in the rear window could keep your car at home, and tonight one victim says she wishes she'd used it. Tonight, Aurora Taylor and her son Will still find it hard to believe that they've become victims of car theft again.
There's been 3 cars stolen in a year, and 2 of them I've paid for.
A year ago, Aurora's car was stolen, and just last week, the car she had just bought for her son was stolen as well.
I cleared out my savings and I got him a car. He's a single dad raising 2 kids, working 2 jobs. I wanted to help him out. So
Will and his 2 young children just moved to this Southwest Portland neighborhood.
I love the neighborhood, I love the people, and then, you know, it's just like something like that happens, you're not expecting it, and it's really frustrating.
I'm very angry. I'm angry that I tried really hard to do something good for my son, and somebody selfish took that away.
But police say a program that combats car theft is going largely unused. It's called CAT, for Combat Auto Theft. Car owners just register their car for the program, and police will put a sticker on the back window. If police see that sticker, they can stop the car between 1 and 5 a.m. to make sure the owner, or someone the owner is allowed, is driving it. These stickers tell police that the car should be parked at home during those hours, and if the car is out, it may have been stolen. In other cities where the CAT sticker program was used, car thefts dropped dramatically. Will Taylor is willing to give it a try if he gets his car back.
Anything that would help, you know, I mean, I think that'd be a good program for a lot of people.
Contact Portland Police or your neighborhood association, or you can go to our website, kptv.com, to find out how to register your car for the CAT sticker. Reporting live tonight in Southwest Portland, Deborah Gill, the 10 o'clock news.
Students are remembering a teacher in Salem tonight. Police say a janitor found the body of Michelle Garza Gravenhorst at Leslie Middle School on Pringle Road Southeast on Friday night. She was a PE teacher at the middle school. Students at the school remember their teacher as a fun and caring woman. They say they just can't believe this happened.
She seemed fine. Like
she was really happy.
She was playing soccer with all the kids and stuff, and she was just having fun with everybody. She was just saying bye to the kids, and yeah, it's just hard to know that she's not going to be there anymore.
And police believe Gravenhorst died from natural causes. They don't think any foul play was involved in her death. They finished their investigation yesterday.
And undercover drug bust tops Fox 12's meth watch tonight. Longview police said they arrested a meth dealer early this morning. The man reportedly sold meth to undercover detectives 3 times this month. When police arrested the man, they say he had a $20 bill and meth in his hand. Officers found nearly an ounce of meth in the man's room, along with scales, packaging materials, and smoking pipes. He's currently at the Cowlitz County Jail on $30,000 bail. Well, experts now say that dealing with meth has cost Multnomah County taxpayers $363 each year. The new study measured what's called unnecessary economic burden. They added up property damage and the average number of workdays lost by victims. The study also factored in the cost of meth-related crimes, fires, property cleanups, and the burden on the foster and health care system. It totaled more than $102 million just in Multnomah County.
And if you don't think meth can invade the lives of thriving, productive families with no drug history, one teen story may change your mind. Athletic, popular, and beautiful, she led a life of promise until a fast and furious meth binge promised to take her down.
Would you like salsa, jalapenos, and olives on this?
Her customers don't know it, but this is more than just a daily special. It's special proof that Breezy Billings is back on track. Her brand new job reflects a new beginning, a new shot at the life meth took away.
It was fun, and then I hated it, and then I was happy, but I was sad.
It all started when Breezy got cut from the varsity basketball team last summer, just before her senior year.
Because since 3rd grade, I had always been busy, always been doing something, always had a place to go, and that kind of stuff. And then all of a sudden when I didn't, it's like, what do I do now?
With her old friends still on the basketball team, Breezy says she joined the party crowd and became an unlikely face of meth. Mean, aggressive, thoughtless. When Breezy finally asked for help, her shocked parents sent her to rehab. Now it's been 4 months since her 4-month meth binge. She still fights smells and sounds that haunt, taunt, and remind her of smoking meth, and her damaged face is a constant reminder.
And also it hurt really bad. Like I could never have heat blowing on my face because it was so tender that it would like burn.
Tonight she tells her story not so others will learn from her mistakes.
From people listening to me, I mean, some people could laugh, some people be like, oh wow, that's sad, you know, but it's not going to convince anyone to not use.
Instead, she hopes to teach people that meth is not selective, that it can invade anyone's life.
You always judge people. I've learned not to do it because you don't know what people go through.
And she hopes her story encourages teen users to save themselves, that it's never too late to turn it around and get back on track. And although Breezy had always been close to her attentive parents and is now, they had no idea she was using during that time. She missed out on most of her senior year, but now she's taking an accelerated program, so she'll actually be able to graduate with her class.
Well, they're armed and ready, but it's not what you might think. Some special river rescue training on the Clackamas River today had rescue crews firing a high-powered line gun. It shoots rope across the river to move rescuers and victims safely across during an emergency. Clackamas County and Gladstone firefighters, along with County Marine Patrol deputies, hope their skills will save lives on the water. And near Oceanside, the Coast Guard rescued 7 people yesterday. One of the people called 911 to say that high tide had stranded their jetty on 3 Arch Rock. This is Coast Guard video of the rescue. A Coast Guard chopper from Astoria was sent out and was able to rescue the stranded people. That helicopter got the people safely back to Tillamook. They want to remind hikers and beachgoers to check tide tables before setting out.
The 10 o'clock news is just getting started.
A very drippy end to the weekend out there, and we have one more shot of rain, and it's coming from a very unusual spot. That and a much warmer 7-day pinpoint forecast on the way.
A jump gone horribly wrong. How one skydiver managed to land while still alive after a gruesome collision in midair.
Hanging out at the mall just isn't as cool for some teens these days. We'll tell you about a new rule forcing kids to have shopping chaperones.
Have you ever smoked a cigarette?
Some teens right here in the Northwest are kicking the habit. The powerful new anti-smoking program with no buts about it.
Who's not going to take it? This high school rock band, that's who. Wait till you see who's lending a helping holler to fight censorship.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
Tomorrow on Good Day Oregon, a new drug is offering to help women with breast cancer, how it's working to shrink tumors. Tomorrow morning at 5 on Good Day Oregon.
I must say we're impressed with your firm's capabilities. Things are looking pretty good.
Thanks. As you saw in the presentation, we're also in Europe and Asia. I know you have a new office in Singapore, and as it so happens, I travel there about twice a quarter.
Good, good. Let's check the scores before we take off.
The new Jetta. It's all grown up. Sort of.
You got me spellbound, baby. Can't get my mind off you. You got me spellbound, baby.
Wow. It's easy to find yourself lost in the perfection of a Hearts on Fire diamond. Hearts on Fire, the world's most perfectly cut diamond.
Available at Carl Grieve Jewelry and Timepiece Collections, downtown Park and Morrison.
Who's the fastest wiener in the West? We'll take you to the dog track where these 4-legged footlongs give it all they got. That's coming up on the 10 o'clock news. First, live local.
A typical barbecue restaurant.
Can I get fries instead of baked beans?
My guess would be no, Billy.
But at Hometown Buffet, you can substitute all you want. Come in for barbecue nights, Thursdays and Saturdays. Endless St. Louis pork ribs, barbecue beef brisket, barbecue chicken, and more. All for under $10, kids even less. And kids leave happy. Hometown Buffet. And join us for breakfast every Saturday and Sunday.
My all-new Grand Cherokee's 4x4 of the year.
5-star site crash test rating and 0% financing.
We got a great lease.
More cargo. Bonus cash. More adventure.
Join over 1 million proud new owners during the Jeep Spring Sales event to get the most award-winning lineup in our history. Get 0% financing plus an April bonus cash allowance that can save you up to $7,000 on Liberty.
I got a sweet deal on my new Liberty. It's a legend.
And
9911 rescued their kids. But can our marriage experts save their relationship?
It's going to take a lot of work.
9911, Monday at 8 on Fox 12 Oregon. With our nation under attack, help will come from the most unexpected place.
Mr. President.
24, Monday at 9 on Fox 12 Oregon.
In news across America tonight, a standoff ends with a gruesome discovery at a Wisconsin home. It started after a neighbor said the suspect shot him 3 times and then holed up in his home. Well, police surrounded the home, called in a SWAT team. During negotiations, though, the suspect confessed his mother was in the basement freezer. Police did, in fact, discover a frozen body after chipping away through the ice.
He never invited me into the house because I never seen his mother. I always told my friends I think he probably got her mummified.
Well, the body has yet to be officially identified, and an autopsy is scheduled to determine the exact cause of death.
In Florida, a skydiver is dead after colliding with a plane during a jump. Witnesses say he jumped from the plane, then struck the plane's left wing at about 600 feet. Officials say despite the blow, he still managed to land alive at the airport, but he was quickly rushed to a hospital where he later died.
For the second time in a week, a police officer is attacked inside a police station. This time it happened in Illinois. Police say a man under arrest managed to wrestle away an officer's gun at the Spring Valley station and then beat him with it. The officer managed to escape but suffered severe head injuries.
Very serious head injuries, a lot of lacerations, swelling, that sort of thing. It was very serious. One of the worst beatings I've seen in 25 years of law enforcement.
After the officer got away, the suspect was found dead of a gunshot wound in the building. No word yet whether that gunshot wound was self-inflicted. And just last weekend, a Rhode Island detective was shot and killed by a suspect with his own gun at a police station.
A motel fire in Tennessee forces dozens of guests out of their rooms. The fire broke out early this morning on the 4th floor of the motel. It then spread quickly to the building's attic and roof. Firefighters managed to save most of the building, but a lot of the rooms have water damage now. Nobody was hurt. The cause of the fire is still under investigation tonight. In Warrenton, Georgia, the search is off at this hour for 2 missing toddlers. Nicole and Jonah Kane, a 2-year-old girl, and her 3-year-old brother were last seen last night. Their mother reported them missing. Teams searched overnight and all day today, but now police are questioning the kid's mother in the case.
In Texas, an elementary school teacher is in hot water with some parents after dousing 3rd grade students with holy water. Students say the teacher even placed some oil on their foreheads before a test at the school. Some parents say that should not have been done in the classroom. Others are supporting the teacher, saying that he meant no harm.
An educator who felt compelled to try to instill confidence in the kids and that you can do it, sort of a rah-rah, you can do it, and you can do it and just concentrate on it and do your best. He went a little step extra.
No official disciplinary action has been taken, but the teacher was told not to do it again.
Some elementary school students in Louisiana were caught dozing off in school after taking prescription meds. Officials say 8 children took the prescription drug Clonidine, a sleeping pill given to them by another student on the bus. A teacher noticed several students looking drowsy in class and immediately sent them to the local hospital. The students were examined and later released.
A rare and expensive violin stolen last week has been found. The Sanctus Seraphim-made violin was made in Venice, Italy in 1742. Its owner loaned it to an up-and-coming soloist, but the violin and bow were stolen out of her car while it was parked outside a grocery store in Los Angeles. A man walking his dog found it in an alley near where it was stolen. The violin and bow are worth around $750,000.
In Buda, Texas, the Wiener dogs take to the track. That's right. Hundreds came out to cheer on those dashing dachshunds. The pups compete for titles such as Best Dressed, Slowest Wiener, and Fastest Wiener in the West. The dog racing was such a hit, one fan decided to make a documentary, get it? Calling it
Got it.
Lord of the Weens. Yeah.
Ouch.
In news across the world tonight, ousted Ecuadorian President Lucio Gutierrez flew to Brazil today to get away from the violence in Ecuador. This comes 4 days after he was fired. He hopes to get away from angry demonstrators in the Brazilian ambassador's residence. Gutierrez's enemies say he should be tried for abuse of power, corruption, and the violent repression of protests. A congressional vote removed him from office last week, but supporters of the president say he was illegally removed from office.
A Russian space capsule landed in Kazakhstan today. 3 astronauts, including an American, arrived back from the International Space Station. The Expedition 10 crew handed over control to the Expedition 11 crew. A U.S. astronaut transferred control of the craft to a Russian astronaut during a brief ceremony. The astronauts returning home have spent over 6 months in space. The 2 remaining astronauts plan to welcome the first U.S. space shuttle flight since the Columbia disaster 2 years ago. In Iraq today, 2 suicide car bombs exploded just minutes apart, killing more than 20 people. One bomb went off at the Iraqi police academy, killing 6 people. Another bomb exploded near a Baghdad market, killing 15 and wounding 40. 2 others died in a separate bombing, and a U.S. sailor was killed in yet another attack on a Marine convoy.
Flags will fly at half-staff tomorrow in honor of an Oregon soldier who died in Iraq. The Defense Department confirmed that Private First Class Kevin Wessel was killed after a car bomb went off in Baghdad. He's from Newport. He was a member of the 3rd Battalion, 7th Infantry Regiment based in Fort Stewart, Georgia.
Well, it's official. Today marks the formal inauguration for Pope Benedict XVI.
And just ahead, we will take you to Rome for a look at the pilgrims, priests, presidents, and patriarchs, all on hand for the historic event.
And back here at home, are your kids lighting up? If so, we'll show you who your teen may listen to when all else fails.
And the rain has been slowly adding up so far this month, and it looks like we'll have our 2nd consecutive actual wet month. We haven't done that much in the last year now. Got more on the way. We're not quite done with it yet. Before we get to a sunnier 7-day forecast, it's coming up.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
Curious how the all-wheel drive Ford Freestyle stacks up against Subaru Outback?
The answer's only a click away at CompareFord.com.
Freestyle has more total interior room and more maximum cargo space than Subaru Outback.
And Outback doesn't even offer 3rd-row seating.
Plus, Freestyle's thousands less. For just $299 a month, we're making it even easier to make the right connection.
Check out CompareFord.com for yourself. Ford Freestyle, built for the Northwest.
Built for the road ahead.
You know what I love about Subway restaurants? Same thing you do. Great tasting food and lots of it. They've got tons of choices, so you can get something different every day. And you get your money's worth. Hey guys, are we done yet? Because I'm going to go check out what deal they have today.
Visit your local Subway restaurant today and enjoy the Northwest Fresh Contest-winning sandwich, the Smokehouse Salmon Select, with flaked smoked salmon and cheddar cheese toasted on freshly baked bread. It's a real taste of the Northwest. For a limited time at participating Subway restaurants. Subway, eat fresh.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion creeps tonight. With advantage, the fleas don't bite him, the lion feels alright.
Advantage works, the fleas are gone. Advantage works, the
Stop fleas from biting with Advantage, the fastest flea control around. Advantage makes cats and dogs
flea free.
Still tonight, see what makes the Fox 12 final cut. A high school talent show gets twisted when a former rock star helps students fight music censorship.
Plus, being nerdy is cool in this crowd. We'll take you to a robot competition that's setting the stage for the future.
And did Martha Stewart violate her parole? These stories and more tonight on the Fox 12 final cut.
Wake up, Portland, with me, Bob Miller, on News Talk 860 KPAM, where we're going to give you all the information you really need and a few morning laughs. No extra charge.
Hey, Bob will get you out of bed happy, but we've got the issues that'll really open your eyes. Sean Hannity, noon to 3, right before
Larry Elder, taking on all the hot issues of the day and telling it like it is. Weekdays, 3 to 6, right here on News Talk 860 KPAM.
News Talk 860 KPAM. We've got issues.
Hey, if you're not listening to KPAM, you're not awake yet.
Why have 4 wheels if you're not going to use them? The Subaru Legacy with symmetrical all-wheel drive standard with an available 250 horsepower turbocharged boxer engine and an intelligently designed interior. It's a performance sedan like no other. Think, feel, drive one today.
Now through May 2nd, get up to $1,000 cash back or financing as low as 1.9% APR on all 2005 Legacy models.
Pope Benedict XVI celebrates his inaugural Mass as leader of the Roman Catholic Church.
The new German pontiff today promised the large crowd of pilgrims he'll cross the bridges between Christianity, Judaism, and Islam during his reign. KPTV's Carolyn Shively reports from Rome tonight.
It was something 264 pontiffs had done before him, but taking over the throne of Peter was still an awe-inspiring challenge for Pope Benedict XVI.
In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti.
He spoke about that challenge in St. Peter's Square during his homily at this inaugural Mass, the ceremony that officially installed him as Pope.
At this moment, weak servant of God that I am, I must assume this enormous task, which truly exceeds all human capacity. How can I do this? How will I be able to do it?
Behind the dignitaries, hundreds of thousands of the faithful packed into the back of the square. Many were even on the street leading up to the Vatican. Plenty of those people were waving flags from their native land.
All these people, they came from all over the world, and it's amazing, I think, because they came here to see him, so it's cool.
Others in the crowd were more skeptical. They came to listen and form opinions of this new pope.
I hope he's going to be a little bit more modern. So I hope that he opens up to other religions and maybe can make some peace.
That's exactly what this pope promised to do at this Mass, to reach out to Jews, Christians, and non-believers alike. Only the coming years of his papacy will show if he will be successful. But for many of the Catholic pilgrims here on this day, this pontiff has already reached them, and their faith in this man and this church remains strong. In Vatican City, Caroline Shively, Fox News.
Well, compared to yesterday, it didn't seem like there was too much rain out there today.
Yeah, Mark, so how much? Give us some digits.
Just about 1/10 of an inch. That's all we could find today out there. Take a look at our time-lapse photography, and as the sun was getting ready to set, yeah, it was plenty gray out there. You notice no real heavy showers. Now, I think that could change coming up overnight. And also, you know what, coming up after the break, did you get this picture in your email? We'll talk about that.
Mystery surrounds the death of 2 Northwest teens tonight. We'll have the latest on the investigation.
And could Michael Jackson's ex-wife be a damaging witness for the defense? We'll have a look at the week ahead in the King of Pop's molestation trial.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
Finally, a compact SUV that's big on style, the Mercury Mariner. A great-looking alternative to Toyota RAV4 or Honda CR-V. Outside, a distinctive look that'll never get lost in the parking lot. You know, on the highway, it gets up to 26 miles per gallon. And Mariner is Consumers Digest Best Buy. Looks like the compact SUV has grown up. Now lease the Mercury Mariner for just $199 a month and receive a complimentary iPod Mini.
This is Connie Deal, a real Quest customer. When Deal heard about the great deal on Quest high-speed internet, she knew it was time to switch. With Quest, Deal gets high-speed internet for less than $20 a month for the first 2 months. And by calling now, she gets free activation, a $99 value. If Connie Deal can get this great deal,
You can too.
order online or call today and switch to Quest high-speed internet for just $19.99 a month for the first 2 months. That's our spirit of service in action.
Getting teenagers to stop smoking may be easier than you think. A new approach to quitting the habit coming up on the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
This is my license. I think my parents wanted me to have that car. Pick up my sister and do certain errands. Car's kind of handy to have.
I called Bob, our insurance agent. He wanted us to come in and have a meeting with him, which really surprised me.
I call it my new driver review.
I went in and I met with Bob. He did answer a lot of my questions. The consequences with one accident, one ticket.
I learned a lot when I was in there.
I don't always listen to my parents.
It makes me feel good that Bob's worrying about her.
Country Insurance and Financial Services.
Hello? Oh, hi, Mom. Today? House hunting? No, he'll be with us.
Must be cbseal.com. See every house in the market in one place. Use the radius search to find everything close to where you want to live. Use it to pre-qualify, check the payment, and find a realtor. All from the comfort of your own home. cbseal.com, the area's most complete website. From Coldwell Banker, Barbara Sue Seal Properties, the way home.
This segment of the 10 o'clock news is brought to you by Acura.
Electronic four-wheel drive. Vehicle stability assist with traction control. And an available navigation system with off-road tracking.
The 265 horsepower Acura MDX gets hearts in the right place, even if you're not.
In news from around the Northwest tonight, people in Bellingham, Washington are looking for answers tonight after 2 teens are found dead inside a home. KPTV's Lisa Pappas has more from Bellingham.
2 teens from this Bellingham high school, one a junior and one who graduated last year, have been found dead by one of the boys' family. Tonight, how they died is still a mystery. The 2 teens were found dead in this Toad Lake Road home just outside Bellingham. 19-year-old Corey Carlson and 17-year-old Ryan Morgan were found unconscious in a room in Morgan's house. The teens were dead when medics arrived around 5:30 Saturday afternoon. Whatcom County sheriffs say the boys' bodies were not injured and there are no signs that a crime has been committed. Autopsies may begin on Monday. Right now, the cause of death is not being released.
I'm really shocked. I had no idea.
Michael Johnson has known Ryan since grade school and says 30 students from her school are heading on a history trip. Ryan was one of them.
We were going to go to India, and he seemed like really excited. I talked to his mom. His mom was excited about it, and we just had a meeting about it on Thursday.
Carlson graduated from this school last year, and Ryan was a junior. Staff are preparing for grief counseling this week, but no big announcement is planned.
We'll have teachers make a very generic announcement, just recognizing that there's been a loss. And students typically will come forward to the teacher, and then we'll get them to their counselor.
A district team will be here to help support the staff tomorrow. The school's also bringing in some substitute teachers so that any teachers who feel impacted by this incident can get some help. In Bellingham, Lisa Pappas, the 10 o'clock news.
Doctors can play a vital role in stopping teens from smoking cigarettes. A recent study made that discovery with the help of teens from right here in the Northwest. KPTV's Mark Lazuski has details.
Many teenage smokers decide to light up mostly for image.
I'm sure they do think it's cool. I think it makes them look older, and I guess they want that.
People who start smoking almost always start when they're teenagers.
Jack Hollis with the Kaiser Permanente Center for Health Research wanted to see how doctors could affect teen smoking. Physicians spoke with 3,700 teens during regular checkups about the risks of smoking, and then counselors met with those kids.
Have you ever smoked a cigarette?
The teens also worked with an interactive computer program designed at the University of Rhode Island.
Smoking's just not worth it. I'd never smoke.
Researchers then caught up with the teens 2 years later and discovered nearly 25% of the kids who used to smoke ended up quitting.
Many teens have a good deal of trust in their physician, and it's a time when you're more open, I think, to hearing advice about the tobacco issue.
This study showed that doctors can truly make a big difference when it comes to teen smoking, but researchers say the ultimate responsibility lies with parents.
One of the most important factors in determining whether a teen's going to be smoking is whether the parents smoke.
Andrea Mihalakia says parents can face a challenge from their teens who hide the habit.
Washing hands, gum, cologne, perfume, changing your clothes, wearing gloves, it all depends how strict your parents are on you.
Do you think really that a lot of parents out there have no clue?
Yeah, I do. I really do think that.
The study also found 70% of teen smokers wanted to quit.
I'm sure some people just say that, but I'm sure if they want to quit that they can, if they have the willpower to.
In North Portland, Mark Lazuski, the 10 o'clock news.
Kaiser Permanente plans to hold a second study on teen smoking this fall with funding from the National Cancer Institute.
Well, there's just a little less than a week left in our Project Ray of Hope food drive. We want to raise 75,000 pounds of food for the Portland Police Bureau's Sunshine Division. So far, you've helped us collect 43,000 pounds. If you want to make a difference, you can drop off non-perishable food items at any Zupans markets, or you can bring it by our Fox 12 studios here in Beaverton. Again, our food drive ends April 30th.
And meteorologist Mark Nelson is with us here now. I should say award-winning meteorologist. Congratulations.
That's right. I picked up my little plaque. It was a little smaller than I anticipated.
And you took the crown off, I guess, huh?
And I took the crown tiara. It's gone for now.
Okay, too bad.
Right, yeah. And you know what? Weather-wise, just as we go back to work, luckily you guys work weekends, so you get weekdays off sometimes, right? Most times. Well, you have some nice weather coming up.
Good.
Those of us that work weekdays, forget it.
Looks like a nice week coming up, not counting tonight and tomorrow, folks. Take a look outside earlier this afternoon. This was at the Rose Garden. Remember, in just about 6 weeks, those roses will be covered with beautiful blooms, but not today. They do like the cool weather, of course, and then you see maybe some azaleas or rhododendrons there. Now, take a look at our pinpoint radar. We have a break this evening. There are no showers over us, but we put this in motion over the last hour, and look at the showers coming in actually from the east. They're coming over the Cascades, and in fact, through the gorge. There's North Bonneville Dam. You can see the spillways there on our pinpoint terrain mapping nicely. And then Cascade Locks and Stevenson. This is pushing west through the gorge, so we will see rain here in the metro area in not too long. Outside right now, take a look downtown from our Fox Tower cam. We do have cloudy skies, and the temperature pretty mild again. It won't be very cold tonight with all the cloud cover. And it's very moist. The humidity, 96%. The wind is calm, and if you want to take a dip in the river when it gets into the 70s later this week, 52 degrees, so it'd be a very chilly dip out there. Now, take a look at this. The temperatures at this hour around the region still warm just about everywhere because of the cloud cover. Still 61 up at Yakima, but 50s here west side, 40s and some 50s east side. Now, the areas that didn't have the clouds quite a bit warmer today. Here in Portland, we were 60, warmer down the valley towards Eugene, 65. Olympia, 67, and Seattle up towards Bellingham, and then Vancouver, a beautiful day up there. But we were stuck under the clouds here, and here's the setup. Look at all the moisture coming still from the east. One last big surge of moisture right here. You see it pass through. Actually, it's approaching. This rain is going to be with us for a while here, folks. This is the big picture as we go through the next few days. We've actually got a ridge of high pressure to our north. It's squeezing this cloudiness kind of right over the top of us. And we're kind of stuck between that low pressure out there, this warm high pressure in western Canada. This will sag south, move the moisture over us tomorrow. Once it's gone, shoots out to the ocean. Then we're under this ridge for most of the rest of the week. The showers will stay to the south. So after tomorrow, tonight's rain, tomorrow morning's rain, it's going to be a pretty nice week coming up. You see the clouds in our pinpoint forecast. The rain arrives here within the next few hours. Still 11 a.m. tomorrow, pretty rainy, so a very drippy morning. By tomorrow afternoon, it looks quite a bit drier, but still a few sprinkles tomorrow night. Notice 11 a.m. Tuesday, the clouds start to clear Tuesday. Looks like a very nice day. Quick look at this. Lenticular clouds. Lots of people getting this in their email saying it's Mount St. Helens. It looks more like Mount Rainier or Mount Adams. The deal is, it is a cloud, not ash from a volcano. The rising air going over the mountain condenses, you get clouds. It goes down the backside of the mountain, it evaporates. Sometimes that's called a cap cloud. Sometimes people confuse that with a UFO. But it's just a cloud, it's not the mothership approaching, okay? 60 at Tillamook tomorrow, just a scattered shower or two. Along the coast, a few showers in the morning, or in the valleys, a few showers in the morning as well. Then breaking up in the afternoon, temperatures low to mid-60s in the valleys. East side, just a chance for a thunderstorm tomorrow or a shower, actually drying out for you folks. 65 at Baker City, a good westerly breeze through the gorge, and rain in the Cascades, especially in the morning. Then it dries out in the afternoon, 41 at Mount Hood Meadows. And here in the metro area, we wake up to rain, a gray day, 48 to start with. By noon, about 54. Pretty much the same temperature for tomorrow. We'll call it 60 degrees. And did I say gray? That's a big story tomorrow. Okay, we might see a few sun breaks in the afternoon. That should be about it. We'll call it low to mid-60s around the region. On the east side of town, about 60 in Gresham and 61 in Oregon City. Not much wind tomorrow either. As I mentioned, a beautiful Tuesday. Wednesday looks nice. The showers stay just to our south in central Oregon and the Cascades. And at the end of the week, we cool off a little bit, but just turn partly cloudy. At this point, the weekend looks dry. And lots of activities going on around town as we get into the festival season as things warm up into the beginning of May, which, of course, is Sunday. Of course, Andy Carson will have the latest forecast tomorrow morning at 5.
Teens take on the system and win. How a hardcore rocker is helping them shout, "We're not going to take it." Teens banned from their local hangout, while one mall is saying, "Stay away." And some brainy teens wage war with their mechanical creations. We'll take you to a world championship of robots just ahead on The Final Cut, when the 10 o'clock news continues.
Let's go! 345 horses. That's more power than Ford or Chevy. It's got great looks, and I got bonus cash.
3 words, Cummins Turbo Diesel.
Heavy-duty power with 0% financing? Done deal.
Join over 1 million proud new owners during the Dodge Spring Sales Event to get the most award-winning lineup in our history. Qualified returning Daimler Chrysler lessees can lease a Ram 1500 Quad Cab 4x2 with a V8 for $259 a month.
Yeah, I got a Hemi, and the deal, sweet.
Well, I'm off to Jiffy Lube.
Why?
I hear they keep you informed of everything that goes on in your car.
Everything?
1, 2, 3, 4!
I'll
take it for you, Ma.
A Jiffy Lube service review can tell you a lot about your car, which services you need according to what your car manufacturer recommends.
That's everything, right?
Yeah, everything looks good.
Ask for Quaker State when you come in for your next Jiffy Lube signature service oil change.
Arby's new Market Fresh Reuben Sandwich. Your choice of corned beef or turkey with melted Swiss and Thousand Island dressing on toasted marble rye. It's just one of many sandwiches that'll have you saying, I'm thinking Arby's.
This is it. Hyundai's once-a-year spring sales event with great deals like up to $3,500 cash back or 0% APR for 60 months on select models. And limited-time-only savings on the stylish Hyundai Sonata. Like every Hyundai, the Sonata is built with award-winning quality that lets Hyundai offer America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles. Hurry, the event ends May 2nd. Only at your Hyundai dealer. Get a 2005 Hyundai with up to $3,500 cash back at your Portland area Hyundai dealer.
Are the rumors true? Hear why this British actor could be the new 007. This and more coming up next on the Fox 12 Final Cut.
I use my vision to listen to streaming music. When I'm standing in line at the bank.
I use my vision to watch TV clips of what I just did out there. Here. Freaky.
You tell him, Johnny.
I use my vision to send pictures of girls with cool hair to my stylist. Oh, I found these bangs on 4th and Broadway.
That's a good look for you.
Sprint PCS Vision services are easy and amazing things you'll really use. Get unlimited access to Sprint TV, music, pictures, web, video, and more for one low monthly fee. Sprint PCS, now that's better.
Zupan's Markets is the place for fresh. All in a unique and friendly environment. We also believe in making a difference in the community. That's why we've teamed up with Fox 12 Oregon on Project Ray of Hope, our food drive benefiting the Portland Police Bureau's Sunshine Division. Throughout the month, please drop off non-perishable food items at your local Zupan's Markets. Help the Sunshine Division brighten the lives of those in need.
Curious how the all-wheel drive Ford Freestyle stacks up against Subaru Outback?
The answer's only a click away at CompareFord.com.
Freestyle has more total interior room and more maximum cargo space than Subaru Outback.
And Outback doesn't even offer third-row seating.
Plus, Freestyle's thousands less. For just $299 a month, we're making it even easier to make the right connection.
Check out CompareFord.com for yourself. Ford Freestyle, built for the Northwest.
Built for the road ahead.
The Final Cut in 3, 2, 1, cue 'em.
In the Final Cut tonight, Fox 12 fights high gas prices with Pump Patrol. And it looks like there's actually a bit of a break in Portland's gas prices. Let's take a look. Gas prices in Portland today were $2.40 a gallon. The national average is quite a bit lower at $2.22. And that's not much of a change from a week ago when Portland's price average was $2.39. But the U.S. average was the same as today, $2.22 a gallon.
And here's something about gas prices you might not know. Some U.S. oil companies are actually exporting our domestic oil overseas. Oregon Senator Ron Wyden says that's one reason why our prices continue to go up instead of down. And now he wants something done about it. KPTV's Deborah Gill joins us with more on Wyden's oil war from the Fox 12 mobile newsroom tonight. Deborah.
Senator Wyden thinks these companies may be trying to manipulate gas prices by reducing the supply in the U.S. While exporting oil has been legal for a decade, Wyden says our current high prices at the pump could be helped by keeping domestic oil here at home. He also says it could also prevent drilling for oil in the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge in Alaska. And that's why the senator is calling for a public list of U.S. oil companies taking part in the exporting of domestic oil.
At a time when we have this enormous dependence on foreign oil, I think at a minimum, the American people have a right to know who is exporting every single day a huge amount of petroleum products out of our country.
U.S. oil companies are against the idea. They say 87% of the oil they export is unusable in this country. Analysts tend to agree, saying crude oil is such a global commodity that the amount companies are exporting doesn't help or hurt our local gas prices. Senator Wyden has committed himself to fighting high gas prices here in Oregon and around the country. He says he'll continue to do so along with his Republican colleague, Gordon Smith. Reporting live tonight in the Fox 12 mobile newsroom, Deborah Gill, the 10 o'clock news.
Well, there could be some big surprises coming up this week in the trial of Michael Jackson. Jackson's ex-wife, Debbie Rao, is on the witness list as the prosecution is expected to wrap up its case. She's the mother of Jackson's 2 oldest children, and under a divorce agreement, she promised never to speak publicly about Michael. but that agreement could be canceled out by a court subpoena. Martha Stewart could be facing more trouble from the feds. The domestic goddess is still under house arrest after serving time for insider trading. But now officials are checking to see if she violated terms of her parole for attending a swanky party for Time magazine's most influential people. Stewart made a speech to honor the award winners there. Her probation officer says they're looking into whether or not the event was directly related to her work.
Topping Hollywood buzz tonight, are you ready for another round of Bennifer? Rumor around Hollywood this weekend is that Ben Affleck and new love Jennifer Garner are engaged. People and Star magazines are both reporting the Good Will Hunting co-star has been spreading the news to his close friends and family. The couple have been together 9 months. It would be the first marriage for Affleck and the second for Garner. Neither of the actor's publicists have confirmed the news. Another Hollywood rumor making the rounds this weekend, this one surrounding the next 007. Word is rising British star Daniel Craig is next in line to slip into that famous James Bond tuxedo. Craig stars in the British crime film Layer Cake. He says for right now, he's just another name on the list.
Thrown into the mix, and my name happens to be one of them, so, you know, I mean, I can't, it's a privileged position to be in, but I mean, there's nothing happening at the moment. It's all sort of hot air.
If selected, Craig would become the 6th James Bond.
The American Idol title is still up for grabs, as you know, but one of the contestants' bands is already cashing in. Constantine's band, Pray for the Soul of Betty, signed a record deal with its album hitting stores on May 10th. The songs were recorded before the singer tried out for Idol. Constantine signed over his rights to bandmates before going on the show. No word yet on whether the rocker will return to the band if he doesn't claim the Idol top spot. One rock and roll teen is telling his school, "We're not going to take it," in what he says is a fight against censorship. And for his school's talent show, he got some help from Dee Snider, the frontman for 80s hair band Twisted Sister. KPTV's Tara Nurin was at the show and has more.
Electric rock is not what Hamburg, Pennsylvania school officials wanted for their high school talent show.
There was a whole issue where we couldn't play plug music. Our principal had told us that no, no, no was the answer.
But senior Greg Miller wouldn't take no for an answer. He emailed Philadelphia radio DJ Dee Snider, former lead singer for rock band Twisted Sister, also a noted spokesperson against music censorship.
Here, you know, in Pennsylvania, I mean, it was like a story from the 50s. I had to check the date. It's 2005. Just about every generation that's alive now has been raised on rock, and a 40-something-year-old principal was banning rock music from the talent show. It was just unfathomable.
School administrators quickly reversed course, and that's how a heavy metal rock star came to play at a small-town talent show.
What struck me is that this is such an essential step in my career. If you remove the foundation, then how do you have a career after that?
Snider reclaimed his talent show roots and took the stage with Miller's band.
Awesome. Just in a word, pure adrenaline. Or 2 words, sorry. It was nuts. Just Dee Snider. How often, like I said earlier, how often do kids get that? I mean, it was just such a gift for everybody.
Even parents and the school's principal enjoyed the gift.
I'm glad he took time out of his busy schedule to come up here. It brought more people to the event.
I just came down here to showing of solidarity with some young musicians.
Because, as Snider says, nurturing expression and raising a little hell is what it's all about.
All starts here.
Rock on, buddy. That was Tara Nurin reporting. Dee Snider is doing more than radio now, too. He's also lined up for a summer world tour with Twisted Sister.
He's back. Well, teenagers at one New Hampshire mall aren't happy about a new rule. That's because between the hours of 6 and 9 p.m., teens must be accompanied by an adult on Friday and Saturday nights. The Pheasant Lane Mall in Nashua, New Hampshire, is the latest shopping center to crack down on rowdy teens. 2 weeks ago, mall staff started handing out flyers. Those flyers explain the new general code of conduct, including a teen curfew.
I'm pretty bummed, but they should be more bummed because they're not going to get my money anymore.
Well, so now if a group of teens 16 years old and under wants to hang out at the mall, they have to bring someone at least 21 years old to watch over them at all times. Mall officials say they hope this stops problems that they say young teens have caused in the past. Well, when they're not in the mall, they're building the robots of tomorrow. Some talented teens are in Atlanta, Georgia this weekend for a world-class competition. KPTV's Keith Doe has the story.
If you ever thought for a minute that playing with robots was cool, you're right. Sort of.
Sounds pretty nerdy. amazingly, it is.
Every class has that student who raises their hand first, who never seems to quite fit in, but knows more about technology than the teacher does. 10,000 of them have come from all over the planet to Atlanta for the so-called first robotics competition.
Are we nerds? We're nerds if you want to call us that. But whatever, we don't care. We're having a great time.
3, 2, 1, go!
The kids design and operate the robots themselves. The game is best described as a cross between tic-tac-toe, checkers, and rugby. Of course, you can block the other guy from scoring, but the strategy rewards teamwork. The industry calls this blend of cooperation and competition, what else? Co-opetition.
Something that they can, well, will serve them better when they get into college and work in society.
The competition aims to breed the next generation of scientists and engineers and to teach them how to succeed in the real world. Organizers say along with technical experience, the kids learn social skills and gain self-esteem.
Robotics isn't kind of a geeky thing?
No, that's a big stereotype, but a lot of people are really cool out here and a lot of what you wouldn't expect.
You think about the nerds in high school, they were always loners. This is a place where the really bright kids can come together, share ideas, be inspired, and all of a sudden, nerdy becomes cool.
Perhaps nerdy is the new cool, but here and now at least, who cares?
Some pretty cool inventions. Well, that was Keith Doe reporting, and that's Fox 12's Final Cut for tonight.
I'm Tim Becker. Coming up, who needs Shaq? The Miami Heat open the playoffs with 30-plus points from a couple of other guys.
And Damon Jones has just knocked down his 7th three-pointer.
And after hitting the skids for 3 games, the Mariners look to Old Man Moyer to pull them out of it.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
What's new? The new 255 horsepower Accord Hybrid. Not to mention, the Accord made it to Car and Driver's 10 best cars list for the 19th time. Then again, we've always been popular with those in the know. Oh, and right now, you can lease a Honda Accord LX at a price you won't believe. So, what's new with you? Now you can lease an Accord LX for $199 a month. This isn't just an ordinary school, it's for certain people who need help.
Our children here at Pappas are homeless. Some of them sleep in their cars, some are in shelters.
And I guess I needed some help.
Target is part of the Pappas family because they continually give to these children.
They know they're going to be loved, fed, clothed, the works.
This school means to these children a future.
They gave me a shot at life, and I really appreciate it.
It's that time of year, so how does the local talent fare in the NFL draft? See who went where on the 10 o'clock news. First, live, local.
Welcome to the new phone center at Car Toys, featuring a huge selection of wireless phones, expert service, and advice. Plus this guarantee: if we can't meet or beat a competitor's advertised price on the phone you want, we'll give you $100. And right now at Car Toys, it's a special birthday bash blowout. All phones on sale, including camera phones from Verizon, Singular, and T-Mobile, free after rebates. Why buy a wireless phone anywhere else?
Car Toys, a better way to go.
This segment of the 10 o'clock news is brought to you by Chrysler.
My 300 is the 2005 Motor Trend Car of the Year.
It's the only minivan with stow-and-go seating. And I got 0% financing. It's got best-in-class cargo space.
And we need it.
5-star crash test rating.
It's got a lot of storage.
Bonus cash and DVD player.
Hurry in now and join over 1 million proud new owners during the Chrysler Spring Sales Event to get the most award-winning lineup in our history. Get 0% financing plus an April bonus cash allowance for savings of up to $7,500 on Pacifica.
We got the best deal on our Pacifica.
Welcome back. You know, ever since George Karl took over the Denver Nuggets, they've been a force to be reckoned with in the Western Conference, something the Spurs discovered tonight. You had a clue it might be Denver's night when Andre Miller nailed a 41-foot shot at the halftime buzzer to tie it 52-all. Then with 2 minutes to go, the little one, Earl Boykins, hits a jumper to give Denver the 85-84 lead, and they never looked back. Down 4 late, Tim Duncan had a couple of chances to make it a ball game, but he misses both of them, and the 7th seed Nuggets stun the Spurs at home. 93-87 in Game 1. No surprise in Phoenix, though, where the top-seeded Suns beat Memphis 114-103. Back east, Miami gets 32 from Dwayne Wade, another 30 from Damon Jones to beat New Jersey, and the Bulls beat the Wizards 103-94. Hey, the Portland Beavers got back into the win column today, beating the Stingers 6-3 in Salt Lake City. Damian Jackson homered for the Beavers, who have now won 8 of their last 9 games. In the majors, the Red Sox walloped the Devil Rays 11-3 at Tampa Bay, where beanballs and brushbacks were the order of the day. Well, by the time Boston's David Ortiz took one high and inside, several players had already been hit. The bench is clear, and 6 ejections were issued. One of them to skipper Lou Piniella, who was in rare form after the game.
Is he trying to send a message?
Look, if they're going to hit our hitters, we certainly can do the same.
Team soon to develop a real personality this weekend, or an edge to it?
You're the only one that asks questions here?
No? Oh, what the hell? What the hell?
I wasn't agreeing to that.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Get going.
That's sweet, Lou. Hey, in Seattle, Mariners hosting the Indians, Jamie Moyer looking to tie a franchise record for pitching victories. He had plenty of support top of the 4th. Jeremy Reed tracks it down in right center field. Moyer allowed only 1 run in 8 innings. In the 6th, Miguel Olivo drives in 3 runs with a bases loaded double right there. That's part of a 6-run inning, and the Mariners win the game 9-1. Moyer gets his record-tying 130th win as a Mariner. Hey, a so-so year for the Ducks and Beavers in the NFL draft. 5 players selected in all, and 4 of them went in the final 2 rounds today. The first player to go was Ducks offensive lineman Adam Snyder. He was taken in the 3rd round by the 49ers yesterday. Today, OSU linebacker Bill Swancutt goes in the 6th round to the Lions. Along with Swancutt, Beaver quarterback Derek Anderson also picked up in the 6th round by the Baltimore Ravens. And in the final round, Oregon receiver Marcus Maxwell went to the Lions. The Beavers offensive lineman Doug Ninehouse was picked up by Seattle, who added 5 more players today, starting in the 4th round with Florida State offensive tackle Ray Willis. They rounded it out with Ninehouse, the 254th pick, second to last overall in the draft. Of course, it all began for the Seahawks with a 26th pick in the 1st round when they chose offensive lineman Chris Spencer. The senior out of Ole Miss is said to be the best center available this year. The Seahawks, I guess, beefing up the old offensive line.
Oh, man, I can't wait. Half a year away.
I know. In August.
We're almost
preseason
there.
football already.
Thanks, Tim.
Yeah, thank you. All right, Mark, quick look at the forecast.
Yeah, it looks real wet the next few hours. When you wake up tomorrow for the morning drive, looks very wet. Well, you know, classic Northwest day now. The sunshine definitely comes back Tuesday, and the rest of the week looks pretty nice.
That's what we're talking about. All right, Mark, thank you. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you next weekend.
And don't forget to watch Good Day Oregon tomorrow at 5.
Thank you for watching the 10 o'clock news on Fox 12 Oregon. Rated the #1 primetime newscast in the country. And for overnight developments, wake up to Good Day Oregon tomorrow morning. Your first live and local source for news, weather, and traffic from 5 to 9. 6 finalists battle for your votes in TV's most thrilling live event.
Anything can happen.
American Idol, Tuesday at 8 on Fox 12 Oregon.
This is Steve Wright of Rightway Construction, a real Quest business customer. With Quest, Wright has the right wireless plan. He gets the right coverage, stays connected with his employees, and saves with ReadyLink walkie-talkie service that doesn't use up planned minutes. He also gets free on-network calls to the office and free mobile-to-mobile calls. So if Wright can,
You can too.
call Quest and try ReadyLink walkie-talkie service. Free for the first 2 months. That's our spirit of service in action.
Oh, that's nice. Isn't that lovely?
It's not like the old one.
I spotted a problem with a birch tree near Doug and Colleen Strawn's house. The tree was decayed and clearly in danger of taking down a power line, so we helped them remove it and even helped them get a new tree.
Or maybe that one.
Once they decided on one.
If you have questions about trees and power lines, call us, PGE. We do this every day.
We stand for broccoli, for Pilates, and dental floss. We believe in the treadmill and its sibling, the elliptical. In SPF 30, we trust. We believe in seat belts and stopping HIV, and that fruit makes a wonderful dessert. We're for laughter as medicine and penicillin. All hail cold turkey, the gum, and the patch. We're anti-addiction, pro-antioxidant, and we believe health isn't an industry, it's a cause. We are Kaiser Permanente, and we stand for health. May you live long and thrive.
Back for more exciting action in round 2. Players
Who was the first Tsar of Russia?
Corned beef, Bob.
No, that's not right, Charles.
Thank you.
What does a stitch in time say?
Milton Swiss.
No. What does VCR stand for? Charles, I see you. Charles, stop hitting the button.
Thousand Island dressing.
That's not it, Charles.
Turkey.
He's thinking Arby's new Market Fresh Reuben sandwich. Your choice of corned beef or turkey with melted Swiss and Thousand Island dressing on toasted marble rye. It'll have you saying, I'm thinking Arby's.
According to a report of the U.S. Surgeon General, women who smoke during pregnancy increase their risk of pregnancy complications, premature delivery, low birth weight infants, stillbirth, and
November 4th. Join us for the concert of a lifetime. Tickets on sale now. The US Tour, presented by Lexus.
The hair color you were born with? Turns out it was only a suggestion. Now, through the miracle of modern science, you can defy the genetic code your parents gave you. Why settle for being a blonde, brunette, or redhead when you can be sparkling sherry, cinnamon, or apricot glaze? Keep that salt from moving in on your pepper, or create your own unique combinations. At Perfect Look, you're only limited by the visible spectrum of electromagnetic waves. Perfect Look. Be good to your hair.
Did you know that one of the most popular places to buy a new Honda is in Gresham? And did you know that right now at Gresham Honda, you can get a new EX Accord for only $219 a month or a new EX Civic for only $189 a month? You choose, lease or purchase, the payment stays the same. At Tonkin Gresham Honda, we'll give you the price of the vehicle, the value of your trade, and 18 payment options, all in 30 minutes or less, saving you time and money. We make it fast, fun, and easy, only at Tonkin Gresham Honda.
She's behind the jazzercise movement.
Meet her Monday at 9.